I just realized I didn't have myself unmuted. I'm so sorry. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the GGs. I really appreciate that. I was saying that Elemental Master is a great game, and if you're worried about difficulty in a shmup, that's one to play because it's not too difficult. But now I'm saying that this is Life Force. The shmup that probably got me into shmups. Wow, what a great early death that was. Alright. Yep, Cillia's coming up. Even I can beat Elemental Master! Oh, RPGC. It's a super fun shmup for realsies. Alright, now that we've gotten our things back here. It's actually two different versions of this game. It's Salamander in Japan, and actually the version Salamander, you can get a third option, which you can't get in this version, but just a third option. And if you play multiplayer, you actually share options in this game. So if you play multiplayer, usually each player would get a one option, but one player can have both, or, you know, whatnot. And the J version has that third option, so that would be helpful. Alright. Oh yeah, also Abadox, that enemy played. If you watch that, which you should have, you'll see some similarities to this as well. Well, this one's all about going through a giant monster or something like that. I don't really remember the story offhand, but you do face all parts of, like, some giant beast. Think Inner Space, but instead of, like, saving the guy, he's in there just shooting, like, the walls up and just murdering everything. Also, you'll notice earlier when I accidentally died, like, almost immediately, when you die in this, there's no checkpoints, it just continues going, which I much prefer. You can also save your options if you aren't on the back of the screen, because they will slowly head towards the back of the screen as well. This one's missiles are also... Like, this is the first shmup I played, so I got, like, super spoiled on, like, missiles, because missiles go out of each side in this game. And they're so good for this whole game. A totally unique game, no rip-off whatsoever. But yeah, you can see some similarities and, you know, such in Abadox and Gradius 2 in this game. Hey, you remember this boss from earlier? Think of Abadox as that Milton Bradley game, yeah. Alright, but it's a little different. You gotta kind of wait for the claws to come out more in this one. Kind of lure them away, and then it becomes vulnerable. And it's dead. It's actually a faster way to do boss fights in this. It's running into bosses with a full shield. Instant kills a couple of the bosses, I believe. I never knew that until somebody else speedran it, and I haven't speedrun it since, so when this speedrun comes back around, I look forward to it. We're gonna go ahead and grab a shield here. Alright. The pilot of this is not Vic Viper, the pilot's name is Lord British. I'm not making that up. So say hello to Lord British, everyone. Alright, we are at full capacity here. I might want another speed at one point. I don't know yet. Because I'm still a little bit slow, but not to the point where I don't think I'd be able to dodge everything, but I'm not entirely sure. So. You can even see Lord British return in the Gradius series if you ever play Gradius Gaiden, which has 4 different ships to choose from. You got Vic Viper and Lord British, but you also got 2 new ones, in Falchion Beta and I can't remember the other one. offhand at the moment, but it's a really, really good game. If you ever get a chance to play Gradius Gaiden. Screen. Epidox goes from top to bottom, completely different. But yeah, it switches from vertical and horizontal, which I always thought was really cool. Remember, this is my first shmup, pretty much. So I'm playing this, like, and all the other shmups in my life are getting based off of this one. It has so much cool, like, flipping of vertical and horizontal. The music is just spectacular. The power-ups are awesome and really powerful. So it's like, I played this shmup and I kind of compared it to everything else. And this is a relatively easier shmup, minus if you don't know where the stuff is going to spawn and hit you in the stages. So when I started playing other shmups, I'm like, man, this genre is hard. Shmups can be really hard, but not always. They don't have to be. Oh, this music's so good. Oh yeah, for sure, Enemy. I could see that. It's got such a similar feeling to it overall. Which I think is great. I mean, if you're gonna copy something, copy it right, you know? Copy it right, but make it different enough to be its own thing. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of this is just a copy of Gradius 2, so... There we go. Jade Knight, that's right, plain white bread. Jade Knight is the other one, you are correct. Look at that. Look at that extra life get. Alright, you're gonna remember this boss from earlier. I can never remember the name of it. It's like Tetra Master or something like that. But here it is again, but vertically this time. Not as much action going on this time as the other one had. This one will just do this. In the higher difficulty or loops, it'll shoot bullets and such. See, Daniel Solar Jetman knows what's up. Life Force with a heart! Oh, the music in this stage is so good. I'm just gonna say that for every stage in, like, every game. For the rest of my block on RGL, because it's Life Force and then 2 Sunsoft games, so it's like, where do you go wrong? I just had to let the music go there. So this is the infamous fire stage in this game, probably the hardest stage overall in this game. A lot of ways to beat this is simply staying very, very far to the left side of the screen, as long as you're at full power, of course. That's when it gets sketchier. But just make sure that when you hit those birds and they turn into fireballs, that you get out of the way. And when the flames come, you'll see them just get to the other side of the screen. Well, I don't know if I'd call Platoon a top 5 Sunsoft soundtrack, even in joking manner. But it's still good for the music it has in it. It'll be an adventurous for us both, because I tend to get lost in the beginning of that game, so it'll be fun. But yeah, if you stay to the left here, you see you have time after the first flame jet comes over. You can get inside the flame jets for safety too, if you're looking for a quick spot to be safe. But I've done it this way so many times that I don't like to really deviate from doing this strat. Quick swap in? Return of the Joker? Oh man. Like, if there was an incentive for that, I would swap it to that, but it's... Yeah, you know? I mean, shoot. I'll swap Platoon for Return of the Joker for much better music. For the same price as the Life Force thingy. If y'all want to get your donations and stuff in, why not? And yeah, after my Sunsoft games, you got Enemy coming in with Batman and Blaster Master. I mean, you're not ever hurting for good music and gameplay in this block. Alright, so we got through that stage. Dragon boss is upon us. And there's the dragon boss. Oh, baby. Now we're going to the torso section of whatever beast we're in. Upper torso, I should say. I guess we start lower torso and go upper torso. For sure, Gold Sam, for sure. I think it's a great game, this game. It's Konami. It's very well put together, great soundtrack. It's Gradius with, you know, another name. Every song in this game is phenomenal. So you can see where I got my shmup appreciation from. What section did we enter from? I don't know. I don't know. The horse! We got our speed up section here, which I first played in this game. It's a little faster than Gradius 2's speed up section, I'll say that much. Not quite as fast as Gradius 3's, though. So good. Yeah, anatomically, we've entered the horse. Exactly. You know, I say whether we're going through this monster like this planet... It's a planet, is what it is, but it has, like, the anatomy of a human in some ways and some other kind of alien monstrous creature. But also the next stage will be a bit questionable on the boss fight on what kind of theme they were going for here. But that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and believe you 3-2, because I don't know what that is. But I wholeheartedly believe you. So in this section, in order to avoid getting instantly killed, we just stay back. Now we kill these things. You need them to spawn their little tentacles in order to hurt them. I did not know this when I was younger, I don't think, or at least I don't think I was ever powered up enough to just slay these things. I remember it causing quite the headache. Sugar cubes and oats. Alright, so we made it through the intestines. Now, we're just kind of like in the body. And there's the spinal column. Which, when I was little, I thought I would hit and die. I never knew I could do this. We would always stay on our sides. Because I'm pretty sure we thought we could hit the middle and die. Me and my brother would play this. I'm sure I was the one who was always sucked back then. Alright. And we fight the skull. Oh, jeez, that was not a nice flurry of bullets there. There we go. And it is gone. Alright, stage 5. We are almost towards the end here. Only one stage after this. Alright. And this is going to be the end of the shmup block. I want to thank you all again, seriously, for getting this game in. It is an absolute pleasure to play this whenever I get the opportunity. There we go. Didn't want to get lose my force field. This stage has a pretty rough section if you don't know how to get through it. I think it was Nintendo Power was the way we got through this section the first time. Did I not get blown up? Let's try that. It's not. Oh, there you go. I didn't even know there was another one. Awesome. There's another shmup block on Friday. Please tune into that. Please just stay tuned all week. We have so much good stuff. A lot of people put a lot of hard work into this, and we thank every single one of you who come out to watch this. Doodle 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 doo. That's fair, Bald Nate. Alright, we're gonna have the orange. Nope, this is first. Okay, so this is the section. If you go down here, you're pretty safe. But if you just try to play this section normally, I'm talking specifically casually when I was younger, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It'd always blow me up. And now here comes these lovely things. You can actually farm these. They will shoot orange balls that you can shoot into power-ups. Alright, so let's actually kill this one. And suddenly... Egypt. I guess this is somewhat like how they just put Moai heads in their games. Some Egyptian references here. The Egypt part of the body, see, is what I was talking about? Like, you have this body system you're going through for most of the game, and then suddenly you're just in Egypt. Yeah, there you go, the planet ate a temple. Oh, of course, of course. Thank you, missiles. Missiles cling to walls and shoot really fast in this. It's so nice. It's still, to this day, my favorite missiles in any shmup. Even a bit more than the spread bombs in Gradius. Because these are just so useful. I consider it like Rush Jet in Mega Man 3, and like, it's not really like this in any other shmup because they're just too powerful. I could totally see that. Alright, I love this boss and all, but it has far too dramatic of an entrance. Here is the boss, and now, oh my goodness, what's happening? The screen is shaking. Oh no, bricks are falling. Oh no, whatever are we gonna do? Just gonna sit back for a moment. See what's going on. How y'all doing, chap? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying RGLove. Oh, hey, now we can do the boss fight. Hey, the boss is dead. Alright, last stage. Another fantastic tune. I didn't mention track 5, but I think track 5, the stage we were just on, might be my overall favorite song in this game because it's just incredible. But they're all good. Actually, one of the earliest covers on the internet I ever found was for Life Force tracks by somebody named Dr. Waldo. You could probably still look it up yourself. Probably still has it around there somewhere. But Dr. Waldo's Life Force, and I really liked him. I'm not like super into that kind of music, but I enjoyed his renditions of Life Force. Figured I'd just give that little shout out. So here's looking at you, Dr. Waldo from 15 years ago. Of course, I can remember that just fine. Can't remember what I do 5 minutes ago. There you go, David. You got a nice, clean 30 minutes of Blaster Master love to look forward to. Less distractions, if you will. Oh yeah, I think we're just out in space on this one. Because I think we just got outside the planet after the last level and kind of flew back into a different part of the planet. That might be it. That might be it. I mean, if that's my video, then yes, I did put Dr. Waldo's Life Force mixes in my early Life Force videos, so yes, that's it. Hey, they're back! Say hello to the Moai heads! Thank you, XZS. That's probably where I will lose my second life. I forgot I died in the first stage almost immediately, but that's fine. But we have 12 extra lives. We should be able to make it through even if everything goes horribly wrong. How much space did this creature eat? That is a planet. Remember the jumping Moai heads from Gradius 2? Or Moai head. There's 2 of them in this. They last just about as long as the other Moai head. Gotta get that checked out. Hey, This Town, thank you for the 50 bits. Much appreciated. Here comes the last boss coming up. It's gonna be an extraordinarily similar sprite. This is the heart of the beast, as you can tell by the beating of the soundtrack, or the sound in general at the moment for the boss. But first, we have to kill this thing. It's protecting it. Oh, and by the way, you can fly around the heart. You can fly around the heart, not destroy it. You know what happens? It puts you back in stage 4. And then you have to do stage 4 and 5 again. All the way up to 6. Get back here again. I've done that. I think I did that when I was young, and I just wanted to see what would happen. And yeah, that's what happened. Alright. Here we go. I don't have the speed to do this properly, I don't think, but I'll give it my best. I do have to get up to the top of the screen, though, because one of them covers the whole screen. Right there. Alright. And that is time. That is Life Force.